Okay, so I want to show you how I did 30 days of Reels scripts in Claude and then took it over to Canva. And one of the things that I want to share right away is that I think to some degree people are overcomplicating Claude. Now, I am sure that I am not using it to its capacity, so maybe I could save time. But my temptation was to go use this in Claude Cowork and then export it to Canva and have it work with Canva because I do have Cowork attached to Canva. My temptation was to have Cowork create everything, but I asked Chat, the main chat within Claude, not Chat GPT, if I should use Cowork, and it said that to come up with just the text for the scripts that it recommended staying here in Chat. So it said, Reels scripts here first, and then you can record. And then there's other things that I can do in Cowork, but that's another video for another day. So I gave it very specific instructions. I said, let's draft the next 30 days of Reels scripts based on the entire Thrive framework, which I have already programmed it with, what Thrive stands for, and the hook/call to action we've discussed. So I talked to it about, we've had conversations around getting you from, stuck to the starting line. I said, I do want it to include information about the nervous system support because the membership includes a live weekly yoga and breathwork class on Thursday evenings. It also includes bi-monthly coaching calls, one on the Thrive pillars, and possibly one more targeted project/how-to. It is in Circle, so it includes the ability to chat with other members and be part of a discussion offline when we aren't live in the rooms. So the more information you can give Claude, the better output. That is true for any of the AI platforms. And so it said, this is a full content system now. Before I draft 30 days of scripts, let me confirm the complete offer so every reel is accurate. So then it confirmed with me what all the Thrive Collective includes: monthly Thrive Pillar Framework, live weekly yoga and breath work, bi-monthly coaching calls, Circle community, so chat, discussions, $44 a month founding member rate for live, 13 spots remaining. So then it asked me before I write 30 scripts 2 quick questions: reel length and posting cadence. I corrected it because there's only 10 spots left at the founding rate and confirmed that yes, I want reel length to be 15 to 30 seconds, immediate hook, daily reels, because I'll use some of them as trials too. So then it said, perfect, here are 30 days of Reels scripts. It gave me all of that, and then, so it gave it just as text, and then I said, I asked, do you recommend I speak all of these as a reel or do text over a video? So then it recommended how to split them, and then I said, put it into an Excel file so that I know the hook/copy, the format, B-roll or direct to camera, and include the caption. And so because it is connected to my Google Drive and Cowork, I have connected to Gmail and other things, it put it into Google Drive and also in Excel. So I have also connected Excel. So I can open it there or I can open in the Google Drive. It asked me a few more questions. It gave me it was asking me about carousels, and I said, you know what, this is enough for today. Let's just focus on the reels, and I will work on that. It gave me recommendations to batch my speaking days, pick 4 to 5 from the direct camera list and knock them out in one session. Day 13 first, if I can. The barn story is my most powerful and will set the tone, which I think is interesting that it would intuit that. And then I say intuit, it's AI, so it would tee that up, and then keep my Zeeg link, which is my discovery call, copied and ready for bio. I'm not really using that a whole lot, so I don't know that I would use that on Instagram because it really wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But my one thing I'm realizing is that my Thrive Collective membership offers 3-day free trial, and I probably didn't mention that, so I might be more inclined to include the 3-day free trial in the copy than my link. So if I open this in my Google Drive, which I could open it in Excel as well, you can see oh, my storage is full. I don't think that's true, but we will open it in Excel instead. And I actually already had this open in my Google Drive. So here is my Thrive Collective 30-day Reels plan. You can see the date that it recommends, the pillar, the format, so text over B-roll, direct to camera, hook, body copy, call to action, caption for my Instagram because I asked it specifically for a caption to go along with it. And then it's giving me B-roll notes, which I have enough B-roll footage that I'm not worried about that, but I guess I could use some of its suggestions. If you weren't sure what you wanted to use, then this would be great because it would give you those ideas. Now, if I go over to Canva, there is a process that you can do to bulk upload, and I'm just going to show you the end result of this because it's a little more complex and this video is already 6 minutes. But there is a way that you can take the same caption, "You don't like discipline, a meditation library on demand." Oh, this one messed up, so it actually put in the same, but you can drop it into multiple. So this is different. What if this is the time you don't quit, a meditation library on demand? Again, this one was one that went wrong, but you can drop it into different formats and bulk create output. So that is a way to use Canva, which I am using the Mac desktop app, so that's why it's in a separate spot. That is a way to use Canva, Claude, to create an entire 30-day calendar of social media output and content. So I did that all in about 3 minutes. It actually took me longer to film this video than it did to create this output.